let's get into why I recommend any of you guys to start with the 4-4 Reaper defense, okay, as your base defense. Now, mind you, like I said, if you're in a league where these guys are running 3x1s, 2x2s, they're running true spread, they're running run and gun. They really got some guys that can stretch the field on you. Then I would say, okay, let's look into running this 4-2-5 Ring of Fire defense. But for the vast majority of you guys, the 4-4 Reaper defense is all you need as your base defense. Okay. I mean, it's that simple. Why would I say, guys, and I'm quizzing you guys because you know me. I like you guys to learn, not just listen, but I want you to engage so this thing can be embedded in your psyche, right? You know, what are the benefits? And if you guys been following me for a while, and new people, new guests, feel free to chime in. What are the benefits of running the 4-4 Reaper defense? What are the benefits of running the 4-4 Reaper defense? When you look at this formation here, what does it say to you? Like the first thing come to your mind. What does it say? Go. I want to see what you say in the comments. First thing come to your mind. Let me know. Let me know. And again, shout out to all of my Instagram people. If you want to participate in the show, particularly if you have any questions, feel free to come over to the YouTube side. That's where you get your questions answered. If not, just enjoy the show. You can stay over there on the IG side. Man, I appreciate you guys so much. IG people, I promise that, I'm going to have a show just for you guys. I'm going to have a pop-up really soon just for you guys. But for right now, I'm only taking questions on the YouTube side. All right, we got some good answers. We got cover all gaps. JP says cover all gaps. Coach Walter says stopping the run. Man. Coach Eric says flexibility. I like that one. Coach Marv says gap control, edge control. Coach Mack says containment and gap control. Yes, yes, and yes. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I got a mission to help you guys win. Okay? My goal is to help you guys win in dominating fashion. I don't like noise. I like to cut through the noise and the BS, okay? When it comes down to football talk, I like to get right down to the root of it, okay? If youth football teams run the ball 80 to 85% of the freaking time, okay? That means that if you shut down the running game, they become very vulnerable, right? They become extremely vulnerable. So when we're running the 4-4 Reaper defense, our goal, number one goal, is to shut down the running game. That's the goal. We want to shut down the running game of the offense. And we want to force them into becoming a pass-oriented team. Because if we go by the data, we go by the stats, if we shut down their running game, they're now a crippled offense, right? And what the 4-4 Reaper defense allows us to do is to send multiple pressures, send gap control, hide our pressures, control the edge, create confusion, and handle virtually 80 to 90% of what the offense will throw at us. Y'all got me. That's our goal, right? So our goal is to stop the running game of the offense. How do we do this? We do this two ways, guys. Number one, we want to shut down that quarterback. We want the quarterback extremely rattled. He's the first person we're going after. We're going after the quarterback because we know that if we cut off the head of the snake, they are basically defenseless. They can't do anything. If you got a rattled quarterback, it's going to be hard to win a game. If the quarterback is taken out of the mental game, it's going to be hard for any team to win. Then number two, what we want to do, guys, is we want to shut down their best athlete. Their best athlete, which is usually, in my experience, a running back. Usually their running back, depending on the formation they're in, they may have a kid that's like, going into, different motions and stuff. They speed guy. They may give him the ball. You know what I'm saying? But usually these two guys are the two best athletes on the team, the quarterback and the running back. So if we're shutting down these guys, right? What is that going to force the offense to do? Let me know in the comments what that's going to force the offense to do. If you shut down the quarterback, if you shut down the running back, now what's going to happen? Coach Marv, good answer. Coach Walter, good answer. Give me some more answers, guys. Give me some more answers. I like what I'm saying so far. Hey, Coach Eric says interceptions. Facts. Facts. Coach Bubba, what's going on, my guy? What's going on? Now, check this out. Now, check this out. Did you know that 60% of scoring in youth football is caused by turnovers? I'm going to say that again. Did you know 60% of scoring in youth football is due to turnovers? Like, guys, isn't this crap? Does this crap make sense? Am I am I talking crazy? Right? Am I talking crazy? Am I making sense right now? Guys, look, if I sound like a damn fool right now, let me know in the comments. I want to know. If I sound like a damn fool, let me know. Coach Deuce, what's up, my guy? How are you doing, brother? Coach Glenn said they have to go to the air and their ass belongs to us. I love it. I love it. Exactly. So guys, for us, we're not afraid of a passing team. You got me? We're not afraid of a passing team. As a matter of fact, we want them to pass the ball. We want to shut down that running game, and we want them to pass the ball because look, what's going to happen is as you beat up on these teams, right? And the quarterback is rattled and the halfback is rattled. Now the coach is rattled. He's pissed off because his game plan is screwed up. And then you go into halftime, you got them shut out, or they may have 7. It may be 7 to, I don't know. Let's just say 7 to 21, 28. They're rattled. They're shook up. And now the coach at halftime is trying to find the answer. And he tell little Johnny that's over there crying, right? Little Johnny crying, the quarterback, coach, I don't have time. They ain't blocking, coach. They ain't blocking. Coach, man, I can't operate the play because they ain't blocking, right? And then the coach say, well, we're going to open up the playbook. That's the key word. We're going to open up the playbook. All right, we're going to pass the ball, and we're gonna score some quick touchdowns. Hell, you're gonna score some quick turnovers because what's gonna happen is that first series of downs when they come back from halftime, they're gonna try to pass the ball. So, most of the time, it's the first play coming out of halftime. They're gonna pass the ball. I see it time and time again. If it's not the first play, it's going to be either the second or third play in with the first series of downs. And that's when, and guys, I know y'all dropped some questions. I promise I'm going to get to y'all questions. I promise. That's when you can go into your cloud look. We'll switch into a cloud look instead of a Bama blitz or a Thor blitz or an Alabama blitz. Now we're going into a cloud look where our outside linebackers begin to play the hooks and curls, right? Now we're looking kind of like a cover three in a sense. We're kind of like a shallow cover three, right? We're playing the hooks and curls with our linebackers because usually these teams, what they like to do, y'all know what I'm about to say. I hear this all the time. Oh, we're gonna do a tight end pop pass. We're gonna run tight end pop pass on y'all. We're gonna score. If guys, if you do what I'm telling you, you're gonna be successful. Okay. They're gonna run this tight end pop pass. Just consider me like a human cheat sheet. Just consider me that, guys. They're gonna try to run this tight end pop pass. What you want to do is rep this at practice. Go into Alabama Cloud. Do a double A gap blitz. The double A gap blitz, what it's going to do is it's going to put pressure in the middle. If it's executed successfully, it's going to put immediate pressure on that quarterback. That quarterback is going to just heave that goddamn ball up in the air, guys. Y'all got me? The quarterback just going to heave the ball up in the air. He's not even going to look what a guy. He's just going to throw it because if your defense has done their job in the first and second quarter, they've already rattled the quarterback. They've already hit the quarterback while he's handing the ball off. They've already sacked him a few times. The kid is rattled, right? So when he throw the ball, all the pressure's on the quarterback at the beginning when they're throwing the ball because he know, oh my God, this is a pass play. I got to make sure I get the ball off. Now, and we get into the player psychology now, okay? This kid's like, man, I got to get the ball off. But in their head, they're like, man, I just got hit. I just got sacked 3 times. I took a big hit from a defensive end. Like, I don't want to get hit anymore. Or I just took a big hit from a middle linebacker. I don't want to get hit anymore. So what the kid's going to do, guys, let me know. What do you think the kid's going to do? The kid's going to get the ball, right? And he's just going to throw the ball up in the air. I've seen it time and time and time again. And I have my linebackers, they're expecting it. They're waiting for it. And when they catch it, bingo. Bingo. Hey, how many of you guys got your defense saying bingo once they catch an interception? I still do it. My coach taught us that way back in the day when I played football. And I teach my kids that to this day. If they catch an interception, bingo. And when they say bingo, my defense shift gears and they start blocking. And if we can get a pick six, we'll love a pick six. And of course you don't have to say bingo. I said it because that's what my coach taught me, and it's kind of instilled in me. Bingo. Money is a good one. I love money. That's a good one. Coach Max said he do it. So guys, so my defensive strategy is not difficult. It's very simple. It's very simple. And something I tell my team, and we live on this. I tell my team, hey, look, if a team beat us passing the ball, they deserve to win that game because they're not going to beat us running the ball. Like we are so committed to not letting the team gash us in the running game. Like we take it personal. Y'all got me? We absolutely take that shit personal. And excuse my language, guys. You know I'm trying to work on my profanity. I say that every show. Oh man, I'm working on it, y'all. All right. So guys, we're at the bottom of the hour of the show. This is where I start to answer you guys' questions. So if you have a question about anything that we all just talked about, already talked about, or you got another general coaching question, feel free to drop it. This is your time. So um, another thing too, guys, real quick, um, and it's just random, is I'm thinking about changing the name of the show. Small change, not a major change. But uh, we are considering just changing it to the Coach Beast podcast opposed to the Coach Beast show, you know, and it's kind of a personal preference a little bit. Coach Beast podcast, or do y'all like the Coach Beast show? Let me know. Let me know. Another thing, guys, one more announcement before I get to Coach Watson's question here. Um, Merch store. A lot of you guys been talking about the merch. Guys, the merch store is just about done. We got it all set up. All I got to do is make a few more little small critiques to the outline of the store itself. But we got 2 shirts that's going to be ready. Okay. I will actually share those shirts with you guys near the end of the show. If y'all would like to see the 2 shirts that I got in mind, put a 1 in the comments. Let me know if y'all interested in seeing that. I'll be sure to share that with y'all near the end of the show. Really pumped. All right, so let's get to this question here. Coach Watson says, Coach, how do we shut down the quarterback if he just hand off the ball all game? All right, that's a great question, Coach. So here's the thing, Coach. And now I'm going to get into a little math, just a little bit, not nothing crazy, just a little nerd talk. So it usually takes about 2.5 seconds for a play to develop in the backfield. Okay. So one thing we really teach our guys is to attack the gap. We really want them to attack the gap, occupy the gap. But we know that your average youth football, we talking about average, we ain't talking about top of the line. Your average team that you play is going to take about 2.5, 3 seconds for the play to develop and the running back actually get the ball. So we rep speed like crazy at practice because we want to get in the backfield within 1.5, 2 seconds, a little closer to 2 seconds. Because by the time they hand off the ball, going through the transition of the quarterback handing the ball off to their running back or to their wing back or to their whoever, right? We want to disrupt the play in the backfield, right? So that's what we do. We focus on speed up front. Speed up front with these guys you see right here. We especially with our D linemen, defensive end, and our middle linebackers, they create a lot of chaos and pressure in the interior because a part of our goal with getting to the quarterback is wearing out the offensive line, right? We want to wear out the offensive line. We want to send these mixed pressures so we can create a lot of confusion, right? In the backfield, in the trenches. We want to win the trenches. Once we win the trenches, they in trouble. They're in big trouble. That's a great question. Great question. Okay, I got a few of y'all want to see the shirts. Okay. And guys, look, if you're just coming into the show, welcome to the Coach Beast Show, where we talk all things youth football coaching strategies. And this is where you get your questions answered. If you haven't already, guys, hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that like button. We're going to pause right here. Hit that like button. Do me a solid, guys. If y'all enjoying the show, y'all getting value of the show right now, hit that like button. You know, a lot of you guys come in and you don't hit the like button. That hurts Coach B's feelings. Do me a solid and hit that like button if you're getting value from the show. Oh, Coach Eric says you like the Beast Pod. I like that too. I like the Beast Pod. I like that a lot, actually. Miss Beast, write that one down. The Beast Pod. Y'all bear with me. I'm getting y'all questions. I know it's a couple questions up. Yeah, Coach JB made a great point. He said, "Smack the QB on them handoff. You getting fumbles exactly. You want to disrupt the handoff. You want to disrupt that play while it's developing. That's one of the best ways to get turnovers, by the way. While they handing the ball off, man, you can get a lot of turnovers and scooping scores that way." Okay, got another question here from Coach Deuce. What's good in the hood, Coach Beast? Nothing much, brother, working with it. If there is motion from the wide receivers or backs, how do you handle that? Do you bump or run with the man? Well, for us, coach, we like to, and this is something I say to my guys: stick with your assignment. Don't get stuck. Don't get tricked by window dressing. Right? Stick with your assignment. So, for example, you see the 4-4 base Alabama Cloud play here on the screen, right? If your assignment is to play the hooks and curls in zone, don't get pulled or fooled by anybody that's moving and window dressing. You stick in your zone and you play your assignment. You know what I'm saying? That's what we teach our guys. Because if we're doing what we're doing, and let's say we get burned by a play that they're running, then I'm able to adjust to the multiple concepts we have here. All right. For example, let me see here, guys. Let's say this kid right here, let's call him an H back, or let's say he's out here, right? And this kid going into motion, and they throwing him the ball out here in the flats, right? Well, if they keep running that play, now we know we can adjust from let's say we can adjust from running 4-4 base Alabama, right? We can adjust from that to now I can call sky, 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 sky. That's what I call, right? And now we're playing a completely different look. A completely different look. As a matter of fact, now we begin it, even though we're still in the 4-4 Reaper, we kind of begin to look a little bit more 4-2-5-ish. Y'all got me? And that's the key, guys. Don't allow the offense, and this is coming from an offensive minded coach. Okay. I'm an offensive minded coach. But what makes me so good on defense is that I know how a lot of offensive minded coaches think, right? So don't get fooled by the window dressing, because most of these teams, they got the same core plays. Once you figure out their core plays, you can figure out 80% of what they're going to run. And then from there, it's about stopping their core plays and looking out for the one or two gadget plays that they're going to try to get over on you. You know, usually they'll try 2 gadget plays and 2 passing plays, and or one passing play that has been like highly successful for them at practice or against other teams. Once you kind of know what their thing is, now you can begin to just play that. And if you get burned, okay, you know, like we're not afraid to get burned. I always say take a punch. We're not afraid of taking a punch as a football team. Don't be afraid to take a punch, especially if they have an explosive play. Now they're just giving you data. Now you can collect the data of what they may try to do next, or what they um, may be subject of doing later on in the game. Y'all got me? So think about it this way: when we're playing these games, the first quarter, their first, second series of plays is usually where they start to run just their core plays. I'm collecting that data first, because I know that usually near the end of the first, going into the second quarter, they're going to try to run one pass play that they really like or one gadget play they really like that they see as an explosive play. Then after halftime, that's when they really try to open up their playbook with gadget stuff. Or they may run the same play, the same core play, but in a different formation. Don't let that stuff get your defense out of whack. You keep the main thing, which is stopping the running game, attacking the quarterback, attacking their best running back. Because most youth football teams don't have three dynamic wide receivers. Even if they got three dynamic wide receivers, they're going to target one of their best wide receivers. Seen it over and over and over again. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some teams out there who got multiple receivers that are really good. There are some dynamic teams out there, but I'm talking to you guys about what you're going to face on Saturday or whatever day you play. This is the average team that you're going to play, which is 80% of the teams in your league is going to be average or below average. Y'all got me on that? Yeah, because like the thing is, when you learn how to beat the average teams, now you don't even have to worry about a winning record or not. You're going to have a winning record. And then when it comes down to competing against better teams, the teams that's going to go to the championship, and things of that nature, now it's just about executing the fundamentals and being the best blocking and tackling team in your league. That's when it comes down to the tangibles, you know. But like the stuff I'm teaching you now, this stuff going to give you a winning record like that, you know. Coach E says, how would you teach the fakes in wing T? I've seen some do. For me, coach, man, we ran the wing T when I played, when I was an athlete, and I ran the wing T from junior high up to high school, man. And to be honest with you, we just was really damn good at blocking. And then we still ran, our buck sweeps and our fullback dives or traps. But, of course, we faked the motions and stuff going around with the wing T, but really it came down to dynamic blocking for us when we was running the wing T, coach, for sure. So, that's really the best way that I can tell you in that regard. Of course, guys, when I get into making the wing T playbook, the beast wing T playbook, um, I'm going to put my own wrinkles in it and all of that good stuff. But you can't beat good blocking with the wing T because the wing T so dynamic already with the buck sweeps and the end arounds with the wing back and stuff like that. You can do damage just with those core plays. That's what makes the wing T so dynamic, is that to me, the wing T got some of the best core plays, in all of youth football, you know. Buck sweep, fullback dive, a fullback trap, wing back, end around, tight end waggle. You run those, and it's gonna be hard. You're gonna be hard to beat in the wing T. CJ says, Coach Beats, what up, Coach? Thank you for your contribution to coaching community, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for those kind words, brother. Thank you for those kind words. All right, guys. I'll make sure I don't miss y'all questions. Again, guys, if you have questions, go ahead and drop them, guys. We got about 11 minutes until we go into overtime and all of that good stuff. And if I'm talking good stuff and helping you guys, give me a hell yeah in the comments, man. Y'all let me know. Let me know, man. Because at the end of the day, guys, I want y'all to win. My goal for you guys is I want you to be the standard in your league. I want you to win and win in dominating fashion, but I also want you to have so much respect from even your haters in your league, man, that all they want to do is learn from you. Like I shared on the show. And that's funny, Eric. I didn't know, man. See, great minds think alike, brother. Ran the wing T in middle school and high school. All right, so you know, guys, my thing is I want you guys, and I never forget this. I shared this on the show. I almost forgot what I was finna say. Is that we beat a team, and this is my first year coaching. We beat a team so bad. We played them twice that season. We beat them so bad that at the end of the year, the head coach wanted his son to play for me. The head coach of the team we beat, he wanted his son to play for me, and he came over. And you know, unfortunately, that year I had to move. I ended up moving out of town, but he brought his son over. He had a younger son too, that he wanted me to help develop. And that's how you want to be, man. You want to beat teams and dominate teams so much. I'm gonna get to your question, Coach Watson. That's a great question, man. You want to beat teams so much that they start to respect you. Like, man, this dude can coach. His team is put together. It's another coach, guys, that I played against not too long ago. This guy, he's now coaching high school ball, as a matter of fact. We played him, and he came to me after the game, and he said, "What I love and respect about you is that we can't beat your team." Like, he said, "What I love and respect about your team is they don't beat themselves. We have to really beat your team because y'all not going to beat yourselves." That was like mad respect. You know what I'm saying? I had like that was like the biggest compliment that I could have, ever received, because that's what I take pride in. I want us to play very professional, very disciplined. I want us to have high class and high sportsmanship, but I want us to also commence to whooping your team's ass with class. That's my goal. That's my goal, guys. We want to beat teams' ass with class. I don't have to talk crap about a coach. I don't have to cheat. I don't have to lie. I don't have to have these viral coaching spats that be on social media where I'm beefing with another coach. No. We will beat a team ass, and we will invite them to come and eat pizza with us after the game. And we will pay for it. That's how I want you guys to be. Truly. Like, I want y'all to be so good and have so much class with how y'all play. Miss B said discipline. Great word. Great word. I want y'all to be so good with how y'all play to where y'all can dominate a team and not act like damn fools after the game. But you can beat a team, shake their hand, and then be generous and say, "Hey, y'all wanna eat lunch? Have pizza with us, or we going over to our favorite, the town pizza joint." And you know, Miss B's got me laughing, y'all. Uh, you can beat the team's tail and invite them to something. Exactly, JB. Great sportsmanship.